I've made a podcast.
You
That's
have you tried making a podcast? Have you not? No, well, that's the thing. Have you met? I've listened to that podcast. Everyone's making podcasts at the minute.
Everyone's making podcasts at the minute.
Hey, me again, back inside your ears with another episode. I do suppose that this would be the afternoon episode. Good afternoon, how are you? I'd like to talk to you today about people, places, and spaces. Let's call that the ultimate trio. I think that the ultimate trio is important because it's a game changer to the person you allow yourself to eventually become. The people I've been around feel like my family, and for the first time I can say that I think I've never been so understood, so accepted, and so seen. I've never laughed so hard or cried so hard with these people. And that's huge. That's a big change for me. Personally, it's not always been like that. The fact it is like that now is a blessing. Since meeting my partner and changing the social groups I was around, or even the artistic spaces I was around, so much has changed. The art I make is different. The collaborations I'm a part of are different, and it just feels a lot more me. It feels a lot safer. It feels like growth, which is nice. What about you? How do you feel about the spaces you're in and the people you're around? Do you feel safe? Do you feel loved? Do you feel valued? Have a look at that. Address that. Think about that. They open. Hi, Donna. I'm okay. How are you? I'm good. Ooh, it is. So Rita nice and Donna outside are two people that mean so much to me.
How are you? Good.
I've only known them about a month, but they are two older Jamaican ladies, and I only just recently found out I'm Jamaican.
How are you, Donna? I like your hair.
And I'm aware of what it is. I'm aware it's projection, essentially.
But maybe that's spiky though. So
I took them some plants. My dad's Jamaican. I've never met him. I don't even think he knows I exist. But Donna and Rita call me Jen.
They have the Tupperware.
I don't know.
If they leave it here, you can wash it up and put it underneath.
I am allowed to feel connected to my heritage. It's something I've struggled with due to the obvious. But somehow, in a shop near my house, I have found a sense of home and familiarity.
Yeah, I've got more as well, so if you want more, you can have more. I've got too many plants, Donna. Put it there. Yeah, it looks nice. Oh, maybe it will.
I can have some to take home.
Yeah, I've got more. I've got more, so I didn't want to bring too many.
It just makes such a difference.
There's something really nice about surrounding yourself with people that see you for who you really are. And that brings me on to my good friend, Miss P.
Hi, my name is Pierre.
So this is Pierre. I feel so blessed to have ever met someone with such a similar experience to mine. Such a close lived experience. Obviously not the exact same. We're all different beings with different lived experiences, but by God, did I need to meet them.
I'm queer, non-binary, and I'm also adopted. I've had a lot of questions always about my identity and growing up feeling like I didn't belong, being like effeminate and visibly queer, rejection and feeling on the outside, not knowing about the country that I was born in, not like growing up in that family with that culture. So it's like where do I belong, I guess. Like who am I? I think amongst all those questions that I might have about my life and where I'm from, to feel like seen by my friends and loved by them is like, I think what like matters most, and finding that is definitely a kind of affirmation that I've needed and feel really grateful for, I guess.
I think when you're around people and you love them fearlessly, you allow yourself to grow more as a person, because you discover yourself through letting them in and vice versa. When I feel safe and loved, I think I'm probably more open to new ideas or new ways of seeing or new ways of being. But it's not all rainbows and butterflies, as it were. Good surroundings allow the fucked up, messed up, obscure, dark parts of yourself to exist too. And this brings me on to Kim. Yo.
How's it going there?
It's going good. Are you in the UK?
Yeah.
When did you get back?
Last week.
How was it?
Awful.
You might know Kim Noble, you might not. He's, he's all sorts really. He's a comedian, a performance artist. He made a podcast, and he's won a BAFTA. So do with that what you like. But I actually know him through his podcast, Futile Attempts at Surviving Tomorrow. It's basically a podcast on how to survive life, which came to me at the perfect time, because I was at the point where I was like, I don't even know if I want to survive life. That's too depressing. I can't say that, can I? I was really depressed. I was really far away from what I needed, and I think finding a podcast that is essentially just trying to help you live through sheer honesty, at times, to be quite honest, unnecessarily honest. But I was lying to myself at that point. So to hear someone who's brutally honest, it cut through and it stuck with me.
Happy for that.
Yeah, I don't reckon you're going to be the only person turning around and going, why have you done this?
But why do you need a reason? You don't need a reason to do it, don't you? You're a creator. You're an artist. You use your voice, and you're just using your voice, but without the singing. What do you do to singing? What do you do to sing?
And all jokes aside, do find people that do that. They encourage you to expand in new realms or be creative in new ways, or tell you, of course you can do it. Why can't you? Find people that allow you to question everything.
Most art is shit. Most people are shit. You
Yes.
But there's a few people that aren't, and
I think the reason I've made this phone call is because I'd like to tell you that you're not shit.
Well, thank you. I feel shit, you know.
Life in a lot of ways is shit. And I think once we accept everything is shit, we can then use that to fuel our creativity, our art. Be brave enough to share it, because that's what sticks.
Shit sticks.
Shit sticks. At the end of the day, we live in a numbers world where everything is measured by numbers. When I release this podcast, I'll be looking at the numbers and the statistics, but there's just some things, some beautiful things you can't quantify. Art is expression, and I'd like to think expression is limitless. We really shouldn't let go of that. And so when we're talking about the ultimate trio, the people, the places and the spaces that we're in and around, consider your art and consult your soul. You know, you deserve to be affirmed, and the people, places and spaces that you surround yourself with are what you think you deserve and who you think you are. And so, what do you deserve? And who are you?
Jennifer, so do you take any medications now for the past year?
Yes, I take sertraline.
Mm-hmm. For how long?
Oh, 2 years?
Mm-hmm. And what's the dosage?
100. Now, I've done a lot of crazy things in my life. Crazy things. But I've done something which is potentially the craziest thing I've ever done, which is start to look after myself. I've started looking after me because of those 3 things I keep talking about. All of those 3 things together have forced me to look inward and maintain and look after myself. This is a voice note of me at the osteopath. Now, yeah, sure, big deal, Jen, you went to the osteopath. I think if you know me, you know that's actually quite a huge thing. My flatmate has been telling me for months now that she really wants to book me into an osteopath because I keep complaining about how much my body hurts, my back hurts, my neck hurts, my jaw hurts. And funnily enough, through going to the osteopath, I realised that my body is storing a lot of trauma.
How can I help today?
Yeah, essentially, I find that I've got quite a tight jaw. And then that can go sometimes down into like my neck and my shoulder.
Yes.
I also have my lower back and the middle of my back hurts quite a lot. She asked me if I've been through anything big recently, any life-changing moments, anything that's made me feel overly happy or overly sad, and the answer was yes. I told her it was about 3 years ago. I was in one of the worst places I've ever been in my life, and yeah.
It seems like, from even what you say, my body is tight, yeah? So look, you are mentally somewhere else, but your body is still, 3 years ago, when you were tight, yes? So what is that emotion that holds you there still, yes? So part of you is already ahead.
Right.
But part of you is still in that 3 years ago mode, yes? So this is to find out, and body remembers, body is storing, body is like your memory, yes, the emotions are there, but for you not to destroy you, it's for you to heal them and feel free. So as you felt then, have you felt like this before in your childhood somehow, somewhere? Have you seen this pattern before in your life?
I'd say probably my whole life. Funnily enough, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And this is just for you to notice, and see it as a positive thing,
Right.
Yes, like just flip the card around, yes, and just see, okay, what am I learning here about myself, Yeah. What needs to be kind of healed here, all right?
Right.